Hey guys, what's up? It's Jose here with StudyR.E.I.com. I just wanted to thank you for watching today's video. And in this one, I'm going to cover some things that may or may not be comfortable for you to talk about. And I know I wasn't aware, or I never took the time out to do this. When I was working my W-2 job, I always knew I didn't have enough money. But I'm going to break it down to you in numbers so you can see where your money's going, okay, on an annual basis. That's number one. Okay, how much money are you really making? Number two, I'm going to show you the 40-40-40 plan that most people subscribe to, and this is your W-2 job, right? Your W-2. And then I'm going to talk briefly about why you need a small business. Even though you may not want to quit your job or or be a full-time investor or entrepreneur, uh, but why you still need to have, why you should have a small business even as your side hustle while you maintain your job. Okay, so let's get started here. So I'm going to make a couple assumptions here, which are not really assumptions. I'm actually going to show you what these numbers are. Okay, so I went ahead and Googled these things prior, and the average income in New Jersey, it's $71,000, $71,637. Okay, so let's just round it down to $70,000. That's the average income, okay, for household income. So let's just say that's two people. That's two people, right? That's a couple living together making $70,000 a year. Now that couple, on average, because of the new 2018 tax plan, now they're going to be at that 22% tax bracket. 22% taxes. Okay, that's the average. Okay, you guys can go ahead and Google this information to verify it. And the average household has $8,300 in credit card debt. So $8,000 in credit card. So these are the assumptions, well, statistical averages that we're going to start off with, and uh, for the purposes of this example. Okay. So number one, here at $70,000, which is your gross income, $70,000 times 22%, you're going to be at $55,000, your net. That's your net income. That's how much you're going to take home after this $22,000 in taxes. Okay? From there, you're going to subtract rent. All right? The average rent for a apartment here where I'm living in Jersey City, New Jersey, it's about $1,500. Okay, if you go to New York City, it's much higher than that, but let's just say it's $1,500. Okay, and by the way, this number doesn't change too much in from New Jersey and New York. Actually, New Jersey's number is a little bit higher, I believe. So the rent is $1,500 per month. Your credit card bill for interest only, let's just say that you're paying 20%. That's $1,600 divided by 12. Okay, at $8,000, your interest only payments are $133. Okay, that's how much you're paying a month for the credit card payment. Now you have a car, you have cell phone, cable slash internet, you have student loan, These are the average bills that people have. Student loan payments, insurance, groceries, right? If you're cooking, car, cell phone, cable, internet, student loans, insurance, groceries, lifestyle. Okay? So, including gas on a monthly basis, car insurance, you know, your car payments, okay? It's safe to say you're going to be spending about $500, okay? Cell phone for two people, you're about $150 a month. Cable and internet, you're about $100 a month. Student loan payments for each one of them, you're probably going to be about $300 to $400 a month. Insurance, about the same thing, $400 a month. Groceries, you're probably around $400 a month. Okay? So, out of this $55,000 a year, you divide that by 12, okay? You're coming home with $4,580 a month. So let's call it 4,600. Okay? 4,600 per month. This is per year, and this is per month. Now, we're going to subtract. We're going to add up all of these expenses and subtract it from your monthly income, right? Because all these things are being paid monthly. So you have $1,500 minus $130. Let's just call it. Let's just round it down to $100. Okay. So $1,500 plus $100 in your credit card payments plus $500 in car payments plus $150 in cell phone plus $100 in cable and internet plus $400 student loan payments, $400 in insurance plus $400 in groceries. You have $3,550 in expenses. All right. So $4,600 minus 3,550 is going to be 1,050. So you have approximately $1,000 a month for your lifestyle expenses. Okay. Now I didn't include here 401k. Okay. So the average the average pre-tax is $50 a month. Okay. So $50 a month, right? That's $2,400 a year, or 200. That's $200 a month. I'm sorry, $50 a week. You get taken out of your paycheck, so it's an average of $200 a month. So now you're at 850. Okay, that's if you're contributing to this. I didn't add those to the main because a lot of people don't even bother with this. Okay, now vacation. How often do you go on vacations? Okay, now an average vacation for, I don't know, 2 weeks for two people is going to be about $4,000 for the year. All right, so that's about 300. Let's just divide that 4,000 by 12. It's $333. So let's just round down to $300 a month. Okay, so now you're down to 550. Now I'm giving you guys credit for $300 there. All right, so now you're down to 550 a month. What about eating out? Are you able to eat out? Recreational activities. Okay. What about all these other things that we have going on through our lives? Okay. So this is why. This is why, and I wanted to show you guys how important to know this is. This is why the average person has $8,000 in credit card debt. Because as you can see right here, there's not enough money to cover out at the end of the month, even though we're making $70,000 a year, which may seem like a good income. At the end of the day, we're not making much more. Oh, we don't have much left over for our lifestyle expense. So what tends to happen is because we don't have our own cash, we tend to go ahead and use our credit card to fund our lifestyle expenses. And we seem to defer this until later on. Well, later we'll make more money to pay this. Later we make more money to pay this, right? Later we'll make more money to pay this, right? Oops, can't see that there. All right, later we'll make more money to pay this. Now, this is the plan, okay? This is the plan that most people are going through in life. This is the financial plan that most people have right now in life, right? Because we were taught to get a degree, go get a job, and go to work. Okay, so this is the financial plan that we were taught since we were little kids, and this is how I started. Right, I went to school. I got an engineering degree in electronics. I went to work for an aerospace company, and then this was my life, and I hated it. Right, because I knew that if I wanted to do any of these things, then I had to increase my money. I had to increase my take home pay. Because if not, I wouldn't be able to take advantage of any of these lifestyle decisions or expenses. Okay? Has that ever happened to you? In order for you to do anything fun, recreational, enjoy life, you had to go out there and use your credit card to do it because you didn't have enough money to do it? But what happens to all of this if, God forbid, one of those two people loses their job? Or what about one of them has a baby and now doesn't have to work, and there's one person that needs to provide for the family? Okay, this is how crazy this plan is, and this is what I've learned was the 40-40-40 plan. All right, you go to work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and retire on 40% of your income. All right. So is that an exciting plan? To defer lifestyle for retirement, right? Because once you retire at age 65, 70, whatever it is, right? That's when you're supposed to enjoy life. Woohoo! Right? At that point, you're going to have $1 million in your retirement account for you to enjoy, right? But when you started working, I just showed you guys the numbers. You can rewind them real quick, right? You're only working with $1,000 a month without any contributions to retirement or lifestyle. So if you have $1,000 a month while you're working, once you retire, this says that you're going to retire at 40% of your income. So after your expenses, you're going to be living on $400. Something to think about. If you haven't thought about this, this is something to think about. Okay. I knew I didn't want this. I knew I never wanted that for my life because I wanted to have a lifestyle now. Not when I was retired, not 65, 70 years old. Okay. Now, I want to be able to enjoy life now. Okay. And my job wasn't going to be able to allow me to do that. So, this is why I started a small business. Because while I was making money, okay, because I had my W-2 income on one side, I had my LLC on the other side. Whatever income I was making here, okay, for the first 2 years on my LLC, now this opened up tax deductions that I can claim against my income over here because here on my business I had a loss, right? I was a bad business owner, okay? Now let's just take this example, right? On that $70,000 that you are making in your job, and if you have a side business, a part-time business, for example, let's say now your business lost $10,000 in your first year, okay? Now, instead of paying taxes on 70,000, you pay taxes on 60,000. And since you are at 60,000 times 22%, you're now paying 13,200. You just got back $2,000 extra in your life on an annual basis just by having a small business. And now this is conservative numbers, guys. Okay, this is conservative numbers. Now this is how you are able to over time, because it takes time, right? And discipline to start saving money for investing. Okay? The reason why I do this is because I meet a lot of people that want to get involved in real estate investing. and they're making good money, 60, $70,000, but have zero savings, donut. So they can't invest in real estate, or so they think that they can, because real estate you need a lot of money, right? No, you don't. But I'll cover that on another video. So this is the first step, in my opinion, the first step to creating a different financial plan, the first step for creating a different financial plan for your life. And the whole point is to add more money, to add more cash flow to your life. And now what are you going to do with that new cash flow that you generated? I'll cover that in another video. So I want you guys to think about this. Just think about this for a second. And if you're here watching this, it's because you have an interest in starting your own business and doing something like this. Because the average person that's satisfied with this is not watching a video like this to learn how to make more money, right? So I'm going to show you how to use this new cash flow to invest in real estate. So stay tuned to the next video. I'll talk to you guys soon.